Good evening, campers. It is me, Kieran, and this is the first of what hopefully will be a little bit of a different series upon this channel, as I'm going to start reviewing more Welsh art, and in particular Welsh theatre, of which I was invited by the Welsh Millennium Centre to watch Big Loop Theatre's very quirky, sexual, completely 18 plus production of Charles Dickens' famous A Christmas Carol, which they called the Triple Xmas Carol. Walking into the theatre and seeing this as the backdrop, it set the tone. It set the tone. Not only do we have this, and this to look at, the entire background is an orgy. And it took me so long to figure that out. Alas, I am human, and it is human to err. That didn't really set the tone, that background. The first song that our narrator and host, and also Scrooge character Polly Amorous, who was outstanding, the ad-libs throughout and individual crowd interaction was spectacular and really got the audience on side to what is a very to-the-knuckle show. Well, it wasn't. I've listened to enough Stinkfist by Tool to understand how far that arm was going to go. By God, it went there. But with the opening number being a very debaucherous Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas, you knew where you were going to go. And throughout the show, I was concerned that by starting off full throttle, was it able to maintain its level? Would, as an audience member, I go, okay, I've got it. We're going to be a little bit tongue-in-cheek, a little bit filthy, a little bit dirty. The production successfully kept its momentum. The next character we're introduced to, though, I will like to put a little side note here, that everyone bar Polly Amorous plays multiple characters. Maybe it's best that I say the next actor we are introduced is Raheem El Habachi, whose presence is captivating, engaging, but I feel as though for the script, frustratingly every time Habachi entered the stage, I knew what was going to happen. There was a monotony to it. I do wish, however, that his monologue or soliloquy regarding the Ghost of Christmas Past segment, where Habachi brought the entire audience to tears. Oh my God, it was one of the best things I've listened to. It was absolutely bizarre, and I wanted Habachi to do more of that on stage, because they just owned it. They just owned it. From there, chronologically, we meet Bwmni Odymosu and Eric Gill. I'll start with Eric first, who is a fantastic aerial artist, really captivated everyone just understanding how he was doing the things that he was doing up in the air. Though some of the aerial work did drag, especially in the Ghost of Christmas Presents dance scene, which everyone's aware of if you've read the book or seen any of the adaptations. That dance off went way too long. I there began to lose focus and just ordered drinks via the app. And then my drinks arrived and it was still going on. That scene aside, the absolute standout actor is Bwmni, who I have no flaws with. They were exceptional from beginning to end. I have nothing more to say because it's all positive. But Bwmni did play a role, which was the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come, that truly has captivated my heart, stained my retinas, and is something I will continually remember. And that is taking Mary Floyd, the beloved Welsh phenomenon. I'll put a photo here of Mary Floyd. Anyone who's outside of Wales who comes across Mary Floyd goes, what? Well, I'm not going to explain Mary Floyd. There's Wikipedia. Do a little bit of research on your behalf. But the theatre's decision to make Mary Floyd into what I would say is a Welsh independence icon through bondage, whips and chains was a move I never expected. I didn't know that I needed it. But by gosh, I want more of it. I think it could be the emblem of Plaid Cymru next year. In the next general election, I really want Plaid Cymru, who's the Welsh Nationalist Party, to use that as their mascot. Just saying. Then we meet Fufu the Bell, dressed up as a Christmas tree, popping balloons to Hyperbop. They were seldom on stage, but nevertheless was captivated. And one person who was consistently on the stage was Geraint. I think everyone loved Geraint. Geraint didn't do much. He played the piano. He swept up. We like Geraint. Pantomime, but nevertheless audience interaction and subverted the "oh yes he is, oh no he isn't" trope was enough to get chuckles from the audience. But truly singing Papa, that's how it goes, while criticising Bezos, Priti Patel and Boris Johnson was, I think, a beautiful metaphor that Christmas Carol is very much about capitalism and how moving against capitalism through song, through farce, through parody is able to show the discrepancies between the haves and the have-not, the people in power and the powerless. Is that thinking a bit too deep? I don't particularly care. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Then at the end we solidified it with the teenage dream, which was the 12 days of Xxmas. Truly annoyed that the 5 gold rings part of the 12 days of Christmas could really simply be replaced with 5 cock rings and just have the impact that I needed. Also, I'm continually going to sing 7 MILFs a MILFin. Fresh, subverted, in your face, smattering with a bit of blue comedy. It was everything that I think the audience thought they were going to get and more. And I think one of the best things about this is that everyone left the theatre a little bit speechless. I took my friend as a +1. I was offered an extra ticket, and this was her instant reaction as soon as we left the theatre. As we have now left, how did you find that? Just silence.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
They didn't leave us on red, they left us on speechless. I will leave links below to Amorous, who I know has a Instagram page and you should definitely check out. Also to Big Loop Theatre, and thank you ever so much to Welsh Millennium Centre, where I will link them down below as well.